Hello there, you're welcome to HealthAfrik on AAU TV. AAU TV is the voice of higher education in Africa. Today, we are here at the Oak Wellness Hub to discuss and demonstrate everything you need to know about aqua-therapy with Dr. Efua Kwaisi. She's going to take us through a lot of things, so stick and stay with me as we embark on this journey. My name is Bridget Ama Denteh.
Thank you.
So you're welcome to HealthAfrik show.
Yes.
So today we'll be talking, I want you to take us through what aqua-therapy is and how different is it from other exercises out there?
Well, I'll say this. I'm glad that you asked because it's something that's new and it's something that's a little bit innovative and even worldwide is now picking up. Aqua-therapy is any exercise or therapeutic modality that's used in water. Now, what it does is, unlike land exercises, where sometimes you get a little bit more, it becomes a little bit more strenuous and puts a lot of stress on the joints, especially if the person is not fit for them. That's all taken away when those exercises are done in water. And that's just because water has this property, or the buoyant property, that helps, sort of in a layman's term, helps the body float. So it reduces the amount of gravity on the human body such that if you're able to do some certain exercises that were probably a little bit more difficult on land, it's much more easier in water. The other thing too is, in as much as probably you have to be moving your arms, as frequently in the air when you're doing land exercises, in the water, you just have to go slowly and you still get the same amount of energy spent as you would have if you were doing it on land. So basically, aqua-therapy is more of exercises that are done for all variety of cases to help them be able to achieve cardiopulmonary rehabilitation as against them having to do those on land. And then it's fun.
Definitely.
It is fun, it's relaxing, and if you have it in an ambient environment like our own, it's something that helps with stress relief, and it's also like the massaging components of the water itself also helps. Yeah.
So you mentioned some of the benefits of aqua-therapy. It's fun and all of that. Any other to add to it?
Yeah, I mean, there are lots of them.
Okay.
I would say this. If you're probably someone with knee aches, there are some exercises or some therapeutic methods we use on you on land. Maybe you'd come in, you're supposed to move the joint in a certain motion, and it's maybe a little bit difficult. The water has that property of more of creating an even pressure around the knee, such that now when you're moving that knee through those same exercises in the water, it's not as painful as it is when it is being done during land. Some people also have issues with their backs, which is most of the thing, which is mostly what I deal with at Oak Wellness. And when they come in, I mean, most people know that swimming is good, they've heard of all those things, but how many people can actually swim? So just imagine getting the same amount of therapeutic benefits from exercising, just standing in the water and taking yourself through certain motions that would also help strengthen the back. So those are some of the things, benefits of it.
Would you say that aqua-therapy is limited to a particular age group? Can the older or the elderly participate in such an activity?
Aqua-therapy is for all ages. There are some precautions that need to be taken though. The first of it being your body temperature as against the water temperature. And that's why I would say, if for anything, it's not for any reason that it's usually advised for you to shower before getting into the water. That's just for you to acclimatize and be able to go in there, because if you are someone who has maybe like hypertension or any heart problem and you do not get your body temperature, almost akin to what's in the water. You may get in there and you get hypothermic shock. We don't want that to happen. So when anybody is supposed to engage in aqua therapy, regardless of how fit you are or how unfit you are, we work with you to find out how to be able to get you into the best state for you to be able to endure the exercises that go in. And that includes a lot of clinical examinations that you'd go through for us to be able to establish that. Yeah. So it's for all people. I mean, it's for, you could be 90, and if you're a good candidate for aqua therapy, why not? You can be in the water. You can be a baby that's like 1 month old. Yeah, and we will support you in the water to be able to help you do what you need to do. And I mean, the relaxing benefits of it help the baby sleep. So that's one of the things. Yeah, yeah.
Are there any equipment or kind of life support systems to help someone when he or she is in the pool, just to be safe?
Okay. Yes, I would say this. For us at Oak Wellness here, we take precautions and we are very much concerned about the safety of our patients who come in. One of the things that really bother them is the fear of slipping or drowning. So we do make sure that at least we equip all our patients with anti-slip shoes. Okay, so we give that to them. And then I'm sure people are familiar with the pool noodles. You're going to go to swimming pools, they are just floating around. Yes, so they also help people to be able to know that they can be able to hold on to those and not necessarily sink. But then the same way, we also use those pool noodles to help with some exercises. Okay, so it's more like just to keep them afloat and maybe probably be able to move the lower aspect of their bodies and then effects therapy. And then we have the water dumbbells. Those ones are exciting. You hold on to that, and then it helps with the drag and also increases the resistance of exercises that you're doing within the water, and also helps with the upper body exercises that we do. And then we have the web gloves. Now those ones are fun too, in the sense that you may think that just occluding the spaces in between the fingers may not do much, but you're actually moving it against the way the waves of the pool is moving causes increase in resistance. So in as much as it's fun, you probably get out and you realize that you've got a really good workout with your biceps and your triceps and all those. So those are also there. And then we have the belts that we use, the flotation belts. So those are used for deep water exercises. Sometimes there are those people who need to get those deep water exercises to be able to, increase mobility in the lower aspects, be able to increase the amount of energy that they will need to expend when it comes to any exercise, and then probably also work on their cardio in a more intense manner. We also do choreographies in the pool. Those are kind of fun for the younger ones. So those are more intense, but you'll be surprised. The choreographies are not as fast as the ones on land because of the drag in the water. So it's much easier. It's almost like you're just floating and just moving. But it's when you get out of the pool, then you get to realize that, wow, you really had a good workout within an hour. So that program, we call it the Aqua 360. Yeah, so it's a whole total body workout. Initially, when you come in, we start you slow, and then eventually we use that to pick up. And we use music and then fun. I'm sure you're going to witness that today. Yeah.
Can anyone at home watching this practice aquatherapy in their pools and
Yeah. There's a yes and no to that. I would say this: if you have a pool, it's a great asset to help you with your health and any rehabilitation you'd want to engage in. I would say this: if you're able to get some of the equipment, great. But it will be best that you'll probably know how to use them. Because sometimes I know of a few people who just got in ankle weights. We don't have those here yet, but it's more of weights you wrap around the ankles, and then they keep you firmly grounded. But then if you do not know how to use it well and you slip and you fall in getting up, it's a little bit difficult for a few people. I would say that precaution or cautioning or being aware of the dangers of water is the first and foremost thing that the people must know. Okay, if you are very comfortable with your pool, yes, you can engage in certain exercises, but do know that you can get tired. So always make sure that at least you're somewhere you'll be able to get yourself to safety. When it comes to the exercises itself, hey, why not? But to get the most benefit out of it, there must be a routine. I do know there are some people who just jump 1 or 2 times and then they walk around it. Yes, you'd expend some energy, but it would be best if you really had a routine. You know that, okay, I'm bouncing for 10 times, I'm going to be walking through it for maybe like 40 times, I'm going to be raising my arms through the water for about 20 times, and then, you know, move in and out and that. But if they're able to do that, that's really great, and they can engage in it as long as that they are safe. Yeah.
So how would you psych an elderly person whom you want to take through aqua-therapy? Because looking at it won't be easy.
No. Initially when we started, it wasn't easy at all. I had one woman come in, we suggested it to her, and she was like, nope. In my village, there's no water, and there's no way I'm getting into one now in my old age. I mean, with her, it was quite a struggle, getting her to understand. Yeah. But then sometimes when we take them through the safety measures we've put in place, and they get to see it, and then they get to see others do it, sometimes they have that, you know, like, okay, they begin to reconsider. For that woman, no, we didn't get her to sign up. No. She was that adamant. So we had to tweak her therapeutic exercises, yes, for her. But for others too, they are very much open to it. For the elderly, it's not something that really catches on. But then when they see others do it and then they see what we've been able to implement, they are much more confident, and we have 1 or 2. But as for the young ones, for like around like 50s, 40s, 30s, yes, those ages have been quite, easy to get them.
Have you had a baby?
The time the baby came in, the weather wasn't too good. Yes, So usually you need to have a really warm pool. And the way it is with the atmosphere right now, it's really not too conducive, especially when then it's probably with a baby, you have to need to sponge the baby really down, probably get where there isn't too much wind, get stuff like that. So yes, it is good for babies, but we've not taken care of babies yet.
So would you say aqua-therapy and stretch modalities such as yoga can complement each other?
Yes. Now, one of the things that I love about stretch modalities is it helps with the flexibility in the muscles and in the joints too. And that's exactly what we try to achieve with aqua-therapy. So maybe perhaps someone has started with the stretches and it's a little bit difficult for them. They can start with aqua-therapy, start those stretches in water, because there isn't much gravity on the muscles and the joints, so they don't feel much of the tension and then the pain. And then when they're able to graduate through certain ranges of motions, they can easily switch onto land stretches and then add more resistive exercises to it. Yeah.
So in your years of experience, have you ever had instances where people walk in and they'll tell you, okay, they want to go through aqua-therapy because of 1 or 2 reasons? And how often is this? Does that really happen?
Yeah. Well, as I said, in Ghana, it's now catching up.
Yeah.
I can confidently say that this is one of its kind. Yeah. I mean, this is one of the first I know of that's taken off. So a little bit, people are interested and they're a little bit intrigued and they are wondering what will be the benefit for them in the long run. So yes, we've had a few people come in, make inquiries. We had one person sign up that way. Most of our other patients are already clients we had. So they already understood the benefits of what we do here and how aqua-therapy complements the chiropractic and the massages that we give at Oak Wellness. So when they do come in, we do give them a little pep talk, as in what should expect and what will be the benefit for them. And then when they do sign up and they really do benefit, then they go out there and then they tell others about it. So I think word of mouth is really working for us now. Yeah. But then I would say this. Everyone is welcome. They come in, we assess you, we realize that you're a good candidate for it, we definitely rope you into the program. Yeah.
So what would be your final words of advice to anyone out there who is looking for such a place to?
Well, I would say this. Get moving. It's one of my It's one of my biggest sayings. Get moving. If it's difficult for you in water, on land, you can definitely get it done in water. Make it the most out of it if you find yourself in an aquatic environment. If you need help for us to show you some of the exercises that you'll be able to effectively do to be able to enhance your own therapeutic needs, definitely you can come over to Oak Wellness and then have us take you through our program, and then definitely you can continue signing up with us. We'd love that. Yeah. But if not, you can keep up with those exercises in any aquatic environment you find yourself in. For us here, we complement chiropractic care with massage and then with the aqua-therapy. And so our patients are much more, apt in knowing that they are getting their holistic and total wellness that they seek. Yeah, so that's what we have to offer.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So from here, you're moving on to the pool.
Yes.
You've had Dr. Efwa. I know you're interested and you really want to come here. Let's move on to the pool and then we'll get started. Welcome to the yoga session on AAU TV. Today I have with me our yoga and then Glitter Fiankobia to take us through the process. You ladies are welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so I would like you to take us through what can someone do yoga and avoid all the other exercises?
Yes, you can. Yoga is just another form of exercise. So just like deciding to do just aerobics or deciding to do just cardio, deciding to do just swimming. So you can just do yoga exclusively. You don't necessarily have to do yoga with other forms of exercise. That being said, as human beings, we need variety. So you can spice it up. You can do yoga and add your aerobics, or you can do yoga and add your weights, or do yoga and add your swimming, etc. Because there are different types of yoga. So there's power yoga, there's Afro yoga, there's aqua yoga. So these different types kind of incorporate the different kinds of exercises into the whole practice. So with the power yoga, you do more energetic yoga movements, more of cardio, which would make you very energetic. And with the yin yoga, it's more of meditations. With the aqua yoga, it's like it's aqua, so yoga in water. So it makes it a bit of different forms of exercises into one full package. So you can actually decide to do yoga as your personal fitness routine, or you can add other forms of exercises to the whole practice to make it, just to give you some kind of variety. Yeah.
Okay. So how does diet play a role in yoga? Because do you have to check what you eat? Maybe you have to be a vegetarian, something like your diet doesn't have a role to play when you want to.
Well, there's been misconceptions that all yogis are vegetarians and vegans and all that. That's actually not true. You can still do yoga and eat meat. You can still do yoga and eat whatever you want to eat. Now, the thing is, you just have to make sure that you're eating healthy, okay? So whatever your fitness program is or your fitness routine is, healthy living or healthy eating is the key, because you just can't eat unhealthy food or junk food and expect that you see results in whatever fitness program you're doing. So it's just like yoga. You just have to be sure that you're eating the right things, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be vegetarian. The thing is, most of the yogis are vegetarians because when you practice yoga, you kind of become open-minded. So you look at things from different perspectives. Now most of us actually now see the importance of the ecosystem and how we need to preserve our environment, because the environment belongs to you or to us. So if you don't preserve the environment, or you don't take care of the environment or the universe as if it's your baby, it won't be a good place or a wonderful place for you to live. So that's why we wouldn't want to eat meat, because we feel like, you're killing an animal. Animals have feelings. So maybe that's how you look at it, and you don't want to harm any mammal or any animal whatsoever. That's why they wouldn't want to eat meat. But if you don't believe in that You can actually eat your meat and still do your exercise. You just have to make sure you're eating well, balanced diets, avoiding unhealthy and junk food, and you'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay, so Glitzer, would you advise a pregnant woman to take part in yoga?
Okay, it depends. If the pregnant woman was active before pregnancy, then fine. But if she wasn't active, then I wouldn't advise it. And if the person is active but has complications during pregnancy, like cervical incompetence and placenta previa, you have to see your ONG specialist before you do that.
So from the time when you find out that you're pregnant, you still
Yes, you
if
can.
you're fine.
If you're fine. Yes, if you're fine, you can.
Yeah.
Children, let's talk about children. Can children take part?
Yeah, children can take part in yoga because children, it's good to start yoga.
Won't they break bones?
No, children have a more soft. Their bones are more softer. It's more flexible, so it helps them. So as they go, they become more flexible.
Yeah, but don't need help though, because it's not advisable to allow children to practice yoga on their own. So they need an instructor or maybe their parents around, and they need to use props to help them. Same with the pregnant woman. Yeah.
So we can start with our demonstrations on some yoga moves. Can
Yeah, sure.
take us through our. Okay. So what is the first thing you're doing?
So today we'll do the vinyasa flow. That's a more like active yoga and a sun salutation. Unfortunately, we don't have the sun, but I'll still manage with the vinyasa. Yeah, so we can start. When you're ready.
I'm ready. So
Okay.
let's start.
So we just you just listen to what I say, and then we do. You follow the flow. If you need any assistance, you can either look left or right. Yeah.
That's
so
fine.
now we start with the system. So we'll just go on top of the mat. That's where we're going to start. Up here. And we're going to begin with a very basic pose.
Okay.
That's the mountain pose. So Glissa, can you tell us the benefits of the mountain pose?
Okay, so the mountain pose helps with joint flexibility. So we have the shoulder joints, the elbows, the knees, the pelvis, and then the arms.
Okay, so the mountain pose, we're just going to stand on our heels, looking all the way up to the skies, and then we are going to breathe in as we, our mats. We are going to breathe in as we begin, all the way, reach your arms up to the sky, and exhale back on your knees. Inhale up and exhale. Two more. Inhale and exhale. The last set. Inhale and slowly release all the tension back down onto the mat. Now, so we are just going to move from here. We're going to do the tree pose.
Tree.
Yes. So we are going to lift the left leg
Okay.
to the inner thigh. Okay. Yeah, so slowly just move your leg, left leg.
But there are variations.
Yeah, there are variations. So you can look at her for the variations. Yeah.
That's fine. Or where you've gotten to.
So this is
want
for
to get-
those who are very comfortable or much advanced in the practice. And that's the variation for those who are just beginning the practice. So we're just going to put our palms together like a saying a prayer. And then inhaling, and on 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale slowly back onto the mat on 1. Then slowly, as we're here, we're going to fold all the way forward. So we are going to try and put our forehead on our knees, and that's the forward fold. So you can look at glitter for a variation. So slowly inhaling all the way down.
So this is the way.
So later we're doing the variations.
Okay.
For those who are not comfortable or okay yet to do what I'm doing. So we're going to be here for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale on 1. Now place your palms on the mat this way, and then we're going to take a slow jump to the back of the mat. So on 3, 2, 1, to downward facing dog. Okay. So now we have the downward facing dog. Later, benefits of the downward facing dog.
Yes, so the downward facing dogs helps with the hamstrings and the spinal muscles. It also helps with flexibility in the ankle, the knee, and the pelvis.
Yes, it also helps with indigestion, and it also helps with menstrual cramps. So if you have cramps or you have indigestion and you do the downward facing dog frequently, it's going to relieve you of the pains. So slowly we're going to move the legs. Slowly, you're just releasing the tension down here. Slowly. And then now we're going to transition to the one-legged downward facing dog. So slowly we are going to lift the right leg all the way up. Yes, and that's the downward, one-legged downward facing dog. So on 3, 2, slowly lift the leg all the way up. So you can look at glitter for a variation. So we're going to be there for 5 seconds, still inhaling and exhaling on 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly back to the position, and still move the legs slowly. Good. Hope you are feeling the pain in your arms and your shoulders and your back. Yes. So we are going to do the same thing to the left. Now in yoga, whatever you do to your left side, do to your right side, so that you have a balance. You don't want to be exercising just one aspect of your body. So on 3, 2, 1, we are moving the left leg all the way up. 5, inhale, 4, 3, 2, and slowly back onto the mat on 1. So you move it a little. Now we're still going to remain here, but we're going to move the right leg all the way to the top of the mat where we have our palms. So slowly move one step this way.
Okay, so I try to get all the way to where my hand is.
Yeah, that's fine.
Halfway.
Yeah, halfway. So we are going to be here, and slowly we're going to transition from here to warrior 1. So slowly just move up and just twist the leg to a horizontal direction, and then put your palms together. Lean towards your palms a little, breathing in and compressing your muscles. Then we have warrior 1. Yes. Because when you advance to this position in yoga, you're now a warrior. So this is the warrior. This is how warriors actually. It's a strong position. Yes. So 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly we transition to warrior 2. So you just open your arms this way to warrior 2. So I'm just going to be here for a few seconds, taking a deep breath, inhaling and exhaling. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you're slowly going to lift the left leg all the way up, leaning towards the right hand and looking forward to the warrior 3 position. So slowly move up this way. So we can try. Move. Yes, this way. Yes. Then you stretch your arm this way, and that's warrior 3. So on 3, yes. So 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly back onto the mat on 1. So we're just going to release a little, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Now we're going to do the same to the opposite direction. So back to downward facing dog. This time we're moving the left leg all the way up, halfway, turning the legs horizontal, moving up slowly to warrior 1, inhaling and exhaling, focusing on your body, your mind and soul.
Okay, so I thought the warrior 1 that we did on our right leg will have the same effect on the left.
Yes, it's supposed to have the same effect. Then it means you're not doing the right thing.
Really? I'm there.
So just bend a little. Exactly. Then remain here. Right. Okay. So I hope you can feel the effect now. Okay. Slowly we'll transition to warrior 2, opening the arms. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly warrior 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly back to the mountain pose. Now you're just going to take a few moments to release the tension and to give Bridget some time to take a rest.
Yeah, I need it.
And then slowly we're going to jump back on our mats into the downward facing dog position. Downward facing dog is like one of the poses in yoga you keep doing all the time. Yeah. So because it has so many benefits and it helps you transition from one position to the other, so it kind of makes your flow easy. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to downward facing dog. Okay. So from downward facing dog, I'm just going to move slowly to the plank position. So the plank position.
Okay.
So the variation will be this.
Oh, nice. I think I like that.
No, but you have to try.
Yeah, you have to try. I like this one. It's easier.
So you're going to be here, putting all your weight on your arms and then your elbows. And you're slowly going to remain here for 5 seconds. This is actually good for ab workouts and for strengthening your muscles as well.
Ab workout doesn't start stomach.
Yes. Yes. And for burning the fat in your midsection or your lower abdomen.
Okay.
Yeah. And it also increases your strength and your core strength.
Yeah.
So 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly we slide up to the upward facing dog. Now just keep your gaze up high to the sky.
You flex
Flex your feet.
I flex my feet.
Yes.
Okay.
And then make sure you are looking up high.
Oh my God.
Taking a deep inhale and exhale. So you can feel the pain in your spine
Yeah. My waist.
and your waist. So if you have any pains there, it's going to relieve you of the pains. So 5.
How many times you have to do this for you to relieve of waist pain?
You know, anything you do, you need constant practice. Okay. So the more you do it, then the less you feel the pains. But if you do it today and then you stop, you're expecting results by tomorrow, it won't work out. Yes. So slowly, we are just going to move up onto the mat, to the cat position. So just move to the mid section of the mat or the middle part of the mat and try and make sure that your arms are straight as you can get them. So from here, we're going to do the cat cow. So we're going to inhale this way and then you push back in to exhale. So inhale, looking up, and exhale, back. Looking down. 5 more, inhale. Making sure that you are flexing your feet as well. So you are trying as much as possible to involve all parts of the body in this practice.
The midsection of my
Yes, yes, yes. Which you are doing it well.
Oh yes, I am.
And then exhale, back in. Try and push it in as much as you can. And inhale. Last it, push it. Last inhale. And exhale, back in. So now in yoga, when you're tired and you need to take a rest, we do that in the child pose or the baby pose. So slowly, we're going to transition from here to the child pose. This way, stretching your arms, flexing your feet, making sure that they are straight, and putting your forehead on your knee, laying rest on your thighs, put together. So I'm just going to take a few moments here to rest. Make sure you don't sleep. So you can rock if you want, just to give you a better outcome or better results. Okay. So after we've been here for a few moments, we've taken our rest. We're going to move slowly back up onto the mat to this position. Now from here, we'll transition to more advanced, but now we have kind of warmed up the body. There's blood flowing through our muscles, and we are flexed enough. I can see Bridget's flexible. So we're going to do something more challenging.
Really?
And we are moving to the more, challenging and advanced.
Beginner, can I still
Oh
do
yes,
this
you can
with
do
or-
this. Yes, they are beginner-friendly poses. Yes, no advanced poses today.
Okay.
So slowly we are going to move this leg, the right leg, top of the mat, and try and straighten the leg behind.
Straighten.
Yes. So try as much as you can. Straighten, and then slowly we're going to try and bend this leg. Slowly, and try and sit. Try and sit on your side in this leg, and then keep your gaze ahead of you or in front of you. Don't focus on your pose. Well, if you are doing yoga, you have to understand that our bodies are different, and your journey is exclusive to anybody else's journey. So you don't have to compare your poses with other people, because we all have different strengths. Yes, and we all have different reasons for doing the practice. So you have to focus on your journey and your body, and you do what is comfortable for you, or what will make you have complications after. With time, you get used to the poses and the practice. Your body will get used to whatever you are doing, and you'll be able to do more advanced poses. Yeah, so it's fine if that's how far you can go today.
How far?
Yes.
That's
So
really
this is
how
the
far
pigeon
I can
pose. So try and inhale, and try and chest out a little. Yeah, pushing your tummy in. You're compressing your muscles there, and then relax. Just release the tension. Take a deep breath. You can smile, because you made it to pigeon pose.
Yeah, I did.
And we are going to inhale and exhale to the pigeon pose. Then from here, we're going to slide to chaturanga. That's the upward facing dog. So slowly back onto the mat. Slide. Flexing your feet behind. You can move sideways, releasing the tension.
So we are about to wrap up here. I'd
Yeah.
like to hear your final words for someone who's watching this and would like to practice at home. Can the person practice without guide or the stuff like that? Your final words, and then Glitter also give her final words.
Okay. So my final words would be that yoga is not a religion. So if you've made up your mind to start yoga, you shouldn't be worried about people saying that you are chanting or you're a Buddhist or you're whatever it is. Any religious body you belong to, yoga is accepted. You need to understand that this is what you want to do. It's just another form of exercise, and be comfortable with what you can do. Don't rush the process. With anything that you do, baby steps, little drops of water make a mighty ocean. So with the baby steps, with time, you see that your body is doing things you never imagined it's to do. Yes, and if you are doing yoga too, you don't really have to be vegetarian, but you need to be cautious of the things that you allow into your body. Yes, so that's what I'll leave, and I'll say that you can learn yoga anywhere. We taught ourselves yoga. We study yoga through YouTube. Yes, and by reading a lot of things. So you can study yoga anywhere. You can also contact us if you want to practice yoga or you want help or assistance with private sessions, group sessions, corporate sessions, etc. And we'll be here to guide you through it.
Okay, yeah, so yoga is for everyone, young, old, and especially it helps with anxiety. Yoga is for everyone. There's fat burning yoga, there's aerobic yoga, there's Afro yoga, as I will say, there's aqua yoga. So I want you all to join us for yoga next time.
Okay. Viewers, you heard it all. They have said it all, and I know you have learned a lot. We're moving on to the next session. Stick and stay with us. Exercising in water offers many people with chronic pain a safer, gentler, and less painful way to work out. The buoyancy of water supports the body in the water and improves your flexibility. Always remember to wear webbed water gloves and flotation belts for increased resistance. Also, wear swimming shoes to avoid slipping and dumbbells for the exercise. Pool exercises improve agility, balance, and cardiovascular fitness. Daily exercise is one of the keys to excellent health. Remember, the doctor of the future will give no medicine, but will involve the patient in proper dieting, fresh air, and exercises.
Shoulders down. Shoulders down. Okay, open up now. Wide. Close. Slowly. Open up. Close. Open up. Close. Last step. Open up now. Close.
I'm from back in the days.
Alright, good. Now let's face it.
I go so loud, so far. No, I paid. I'm keeping.
Take a stand, everybody. Is everybody okay? So remember, with the first, all right, so right foot, right hand. So 1, 2, 1, 2, all hands in water. my count 3, 2, 1, go. That's it. Left. Backwards. Right. Left. All hands in water. So let's relax a bit. Is it joining us? Right hand. So 1, 2, 1, 2. All hands in water. Alright, so I'm gonna count 3, 2, 1, go! That's it! Left! Backwards! Right! Left! All hands in water. Okay. So let's relax a bit. Okay. So, right first. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, open up now. Shoulders down. Shoulders down. Okay, open up now. Wide. Close. Slowly. Open up. Close. Open up. Close. The last step. Open up now. Close. Alright, good. Drop. Left. Drop. Drop. Next. Drop. Next. Drop. Drop. Last one. Okay, drop. Go. Backwards. Right. Left. All hands in water. Okay. I think we have to take this video. So it's important. Yeah. So let's go face it. Okay, so 3,